It starts with 7 girls who are complete strangers, but they have a lot in common. Beauty, brains, and many of them students at prestigious Brigham Young University right here in Utah. Most of them were all falling in love with someone they thought was the man of their dreams. They're Prince Charming, a man they wanted to marry someday and live the fairy tale ending.
He made me feel special, and he told me he loved me. He became my perfect guy. It almost seemed too good to be true. He would always say things like, "Oh, you're just beautiful." That made me feel wanted or desirable.
But what they didn't know was that they all had one more huge thing in common. None of them had ever met their mystery man in person, and they soon found out their dream man was the same person. Today, in an exclusive interview, these women are all here to confront the person who stole their hearts and crushed their dreams, face to face. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hillary, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I first got a text message from this guy. He told me his name was Hunter. He told me he saw me at a party and that he got my number from one of my friends. I really loved his personality. I loved talking to him about everything. Hunter was my perfect guy. I laid out all of the things that I wanted in a perfect guy, and he was all of those. He told me that he was attending the University of Utah,
Right.
which is just like 45 minutes away from me. He was living about 15 minutes away from there with his grandparents. He had 2 or 3 older sisters and then a younger sister. He had served an LDS mission in South Africa.
So, the familiarity of the surroundings. He says, I'm a student 45 minutes away. Why not say, well, hey, I'll meet you in 20 minutes. Let's meet halfway and say, hey.
He had excuses at first, like, oh, I'm studying for finals, or I'm going to leave to go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas break. And so it made sense. Maybe he just likes to take things really slow.
How long before you talked to him and heard his voice?
It was probably about 3 weeks.
What'd you think when you heard his voice?
He had kind of a southern accent, and I am a huge fan of, like, cowboys and guys from the South, so I thought that was awesome.
And he sent you photos?
Yeah. Yep. He sent me photos. Pretty tall. He had dark hair, and yeah, he's cute.
What'd you like about him?
We had a lot of similar goals. We had similar religious beliefs, and it just seemed like on every level we just clicked.
Well, how long was it before you got really disappointed that you hadn't met him?
It was my birthday, and my roommate had invited him to my birthday party, and he said he would come, and then last minute he said that he had to work and backed out. And by then I was really disappointed, and I was starting to get skeptical of this person.
But when you meet somebody that fits your beliefs, you fit your values, you like the way he looks, you guys laugh, you tend to be forgiving, right? You kind of bend with it and go with it. And were you falling in love with him?
I loved him as a person, and he said that he loved me. I considered him one of my best friends.
So this clearly was romantic.
Yeah.
But as this unfolded, there was another girl at BYU that fell in love here or had a romantic relationship as well. So let's meet Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
While you were a student at BYU, you met someone as well. Tell me how you met this person.
I first met Hiram when he messaged me over Twitter. Within the first couple weeks, he told me that he loved me. He had told me that he had gone to BYU the semester previous, so obviously he was Mormon. At this point, he was living in El Paso, Texas. He told me everything that a girl wants to hear.